One TikTok post, 8 years on the table.
Things just got so much worse for the TikTok DoorDash girl because this is becoming a nightmare for her.
And if you don't know about this situation, it is insane. So here's a quick rundown.
So on October 12, 2025, a DoorDash driver by the name of Olivia Henderson got an order in Oswego, New York. This was apparently a late night Wendy's order, and from what we know, all she had to do was leave the food at the door, take a picture of the food, and continue on with her night. Instead, she allegedly made a series of awful decisions. The police and prosecution, they're alleging that she pushed the door open and decided to film a drunk dude who was passed out on his couch with his pants down.
I can never understand, why do people film themselves committing crimes? It's the most dumbest thing ever.
So my first video on this story, I reported that she walked into the house because that's what currently was going viral on TikTok. That, from what I know, is wrong. So I have to issue a massive retraction and correction to that statement. All the, at least credible sources are claiming that she never walked into that house. She was only standing in the doorway. But still, either way, filming and posting what she saw after she allegedly either
Doesn't matter if she went in or not, she still was filming. She still committing a crime. Leave that man alone.
opened the door or pushed open the door is still incredibly stupid. So if what the prosecution is alleging is true, she seemingly went onto TikTok and tried to destroy an innocent man's life for passing out within his own house with his pants down. Now,
What was the purpose? What was the purpose? What were you trying to do? What was the motive?
obviously, we're not going to show the original video. I can't even find the original video. All I can find is a screenshot. But even if I could find the original video, I wouldn't be showing that here on this channel.
I'm pretty sure people took that down. But there's some videos out there floating. The internet always has a copy.
For obvious reasons. You know, because there is a massive privacy issue there. But this is her follow-up video to the original video.
So on October 12, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. They were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Okay, so she says
So you decided to record them. How stupid is that?
the door was wide open. And the police and prosecutors say otherwise. And the reason they're saying this is because there's allegedly Ring doorbell footage of her either opening or pushing the door open. Now, the only problem is, to my knowledge, that footage has not been released to the public. I was actually hoping to see that footage today in court, but court had
So not only did she upload it herself, but there's Ring footage that's showing her commit the crime. Stupid.
different plans for us today.
Because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. I was working. I was literally working. And they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting
That's bad acting.
about my assault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing.
Okay, so that's
What did you think they was gonna do? Who raised her?
her side, and the prosecution is basically saying something around the lines of this happening.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
Now, obviously, that video exaggerates things for humor, and again, correction, she didn't go into the house from what we know. But this was her final response before the trial.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. There have been a lot of people saying things like I entered the
Notice how calm she is. The internet has started to speak, and she heard. So look at her demeanor now.
customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do either of those things, and I have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house. But due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
What proof do you need? You uploaded the video. That's proof. You incriminated yourself, along with the Ring camera capturing the footage.
Okay, so we have two sides saying two different things. The only thing everyone can agree on is that the homeowner was laying passed out inside of his own home with his pants down. Then she had her arraignment, which was actually televised, and she asked to ban cameras, but the judge reportedly responded, so now you don't
Now she wanted to ban cameras. You was using your camera that night, but now you want the cameras banned when it's pointing towards you. Typical.
want cameras involved. So I wouldn't say that was a strong start for her, but that was her arraignment. This is how her first hearing went. And as we found out, it didn't go as expected, and it doesn't seem like she's just gonna get a slap on the wrist.
Back at the airport again, because today we're heading to the TikTok DoorDash girls trial, which is tomorrow. So we're going to Syracuse, New York now. But I definitely wanted to attend this trial because there's been so many details about this case that have been extremely unclear. So might as well go, show up, and get them clarified.
Dude, this is the smallest airplane I've ever been on.
It is a small one.
Welcome to Syracuse, where local time is 2:03 p.m.
All right, so I'm in Syracuse, New York. This is not Miami. Why can't an influencer break the law somewhere tropical? Miami was great.
Yeah.
This is rough. Tomorrow morning, I'm driving the last like 25 minutes or so to get to Oswego. And apparently Oswego is known for being even colder than this spot. So that's awesome.
Good morning. We're getting ready.
I didn't even know New York had Oswego. I know about the one in Illinois, so I'm learning something now.
Here it's like 7:50 in the morning here. The trial starts at 7:30. I'll probably try to get there like half an hour early so we have way more time than anticipated. But yeah, for now, coffee, a little bowl of cereal. It's time to wake all up and we'll be good. There's a few things that are probably gonna happen today. Or actually I say that, but in reality, I don't know what's gonna happen because there's always surprises when you go to trial. She currently has a public defender and she's charged with 2 counts. She has one count of Okay, so she has one count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance image. She also has 1 count of unlawful surveillance. Both of these, she's pled not guilty to. As stated, she's currently being
How, Sway? Nope.
represented by a public defender. From talking to the practicing lawyers I know, it seems like it's very likely that a plea deal will happen today. Who knows though? That's why we're gonna go see. The big thing is for her is she filmed.
Usually people do plea deals when they know they're guilty and they're trying to get that lesser charge. So she's screaming that she's not guilty, but possibly a plea deal. Let's see.
The guy. That's why she's charged. You have a whole bunch of arguments about like, okay, did she open the door? Was the door already kind of opened? How was the door when she found it? There's now alleged ring camera footage showing that she either opened the door or pushed the door open before she started filming. That's the really damning evidence. So we have the police alleging that she opened the door and started filming. And then we have DoorDash essentially banning her from the platform because she filmed a customer. But she's claiming that she's the victim in all of this, which is why, you know, all of her TikToks.
How is she the victim? I'm still confused about that. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. Is she a victim?
Started in general. So it will be interesting to see how her defense argues for her in court.
If I was going to be making any predictions on what's going to happen is, my guess, plea deal, I think they're going to be very lenient on her. She didn't even have to bail out, so she was released on her own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to pay bail. It's basically just an honor system. It's like, hey, you can go, you don't have to give us anything, we just trust that you're going to show up to court. So I have a feeling that her sentence is going to be, or her plea is going to be very lenient. Most likely, she'll be getting like some community service, maybe a fine. That's what I'm expecting here, but we'll see. All right, welcome to Oswego, New York.
Oswego.
Beautiful little town. Okay guys, I just got out of court. I'm now going to find a little location where I can do a quick live stream for you guys. Wow, look at that building, that's beautiful. I think that's the town hall. This is the city courthouse. This is probably the spot. Hopefully we could find some shelter from the wind.
Anytime you get around the court buildings, it all looks the same. Every city.
I feel like my arch nemesis at this point is the wind. Yeah, this is perfect down here. You just got out of the court case for the TikTok DoorDash girl. Something big did happen, but it took a while for anything to happen at all. So I got here at the court at about 9:21. She was on trial at 9:30. This time it was a little bit different because last time we know that we had footage of inside of the courtroom because the news was there. So the news, they were set up, they were filming her. I walk in, there's no TV camera set up. I don't even see.
It doesn't look like nobody's there. This is a big story. I would imagine would have been a lot of people around if it was held there.
Any journalists. And basically I was there until the end. I can confirm there was no journalist there. So it's only me that was there, which is kind of interesting. Other updates to this case. She still has a public defender. She has 2 charges. At 9:30, judge walks in, everyone stands up, sits down, you know, the whole thing.
How do you guys feel about public defenders? Do you think there's some good ones out there? Would you guys try to obtain a lawyer of some sort? Or would you be okay with a public defender hearing out your case?
And I don't see the DoorDash girl. I think it was just because I didn't see her because she was sitting in there. And at that time, I was sitting in like kind of like in the back right of the courtroom. And this courtroom is set up in a not the best fashion because there's a column blocking the judge and the audio isn't really good. And it didn't seem like they had the microphone speakers on the back. So I couldn't hear what was going on. So I had to move around. Eventually, after they went through a couple of the defendants, I got up and I moved. And that's when I could actually see the judge, so I can at least read what his lips were saying, because the audio was still bad. And I think I sat down kind of behind the DoorDash girl at that point, and that's when I had spotted her. Going through my notes real quick. One sec. Oh, no. All right. My hands are frozen. Why did I not bring gloves? As a Norwegian, I should have known better. So 10 o'clock rolls around, and I see who I think is the DoorDash girl's public defender. 10:25 rolls around. Nothing yet. Okay. So at this point, I've been here for a minute. 10:50 rolls around. Woman who looks like the DoorDash girl, who I think was, she gets up after talking to her public defender and leaves. And I'm like, uh-oh. What's going on now? Is this like another Jack Doherty situation where there's some like continuation? Do I have to show up tomorrow? I don't know. I wait around even further. Then we have probably like another 40 minutes of waiting. They go through the last people. The judge then is waiting for one of the defendants to show up. So we get through them, and suddenly it's just me in court, in the courtroom. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going up on the stand. So that must mean it's over. I go out to the clerk, I talk to them, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a continuation that happened. Instead, I found out this was divested to county court. So
Damn. All that time spent there.
originally, where we're at, this building right here, this is the city court. So city court, I mean, this is kind of like small fines, but hers was divested to county court. So as I said, originally she was in city court, but now county court, that's the main state court. So that means most likely she's facing way more serious charges.
Ooh. Serious charges. I can understand why. Again, this is a big public case. Everybody was talking about it.
Or well, not way more serious charges. The charges are still the same, but most likely they could penalize her a lot harder. So according to the lawyer that I've been talking to, that's the prosecutor that moved it there, most likely because of all the public attention on the case and the public outcry. So that means that most likely she won't get a slap on the wrist. So currently she is facing 8 years in prison. That's
Damn. 8 years. 8 years in prison. That's a long time for somebody who never been in prison.
her max sentence because it's a 4-year max sentence for each of the felonies. And her minimum sentence seems to be a couple years of probation. And that is if she's convicted 100% though. It
Wonder what's going to happen. I'm curious.
seems like she was moved to Superior Court. So that's actually even worse for her. Uh-oh. So that's what we have right now. She's currently facing 8 years in prison. That's the worst case. She's not going to get that. But her minimum is at least a couple years on probation. Either way, she shouldn't
What do you guys think? She should get that 2-year probation? Or should she at least get about 4 to 8 years? Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think.
have done this. This is like a big self-inflicted thing that didn't need to happen. I don't know why she decided to do that.
I have no idea. But it doesn't surprise me. There are a lot of crazy folks in this world.
Those are all the updates for now. And I have to go find out when the next court date is, because if it was just moved till tomorrow, that's very convenient for me, because then I only have to extend by 1 day. But if I have to like keep extending weeks on out, nah, I gotta go home. I can't be here for weeks. I can't be a new resident of Oswego, New York until all of this resides. Who knows?
You know what they say. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. 2 years minimum in jail is what she needs, especially after how she responded. She intentionally committed a crime, and then she went to the media, uploaded videos saying that she was the victim. Come on now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on IG at Lapeef_JR, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.